Yeah, thanks, Prateek, for the kind and crisp introduction. Yeah, uh, and thank you, Pepper Content, for this opportunity. Uh, okay, so as Prateek has already said, my name is Vineet. Hi, everyone. I have over 17 years of marketing experience. I graduated from Delhi University. I did my Master of Business Economics in Marketing from Delhi University, and it has been an amazing 17 years journey since then. Started my career with market research, but soon I realized that I want to move to marketing, the brand part of it. So spent about an year in market research, and then moved to Eveready Batteries. So that was my first marketing stint into FMCG, and there has been no looking back since then. After that, I moved to Domino's Pizza, which is a leading QSR, quick service retail company. That was my actually first big brand break where I worked on a lot of communication, primarily TV ads. So, and I'm talking about the year between 2008 and 2011 when content was primarily ATL. Online has not yet really started. It was here and there in bits and pieces, but the content was confined to your print ads, your TV ads, your radio ads, and perhaps, emailers. But yeah, in 2011, uh, I got fascinated to the e-commerce world, which made me move to Paytm. Leaving a comfortable, cushy job like Domino's Pizza and moving to the dynamic, if not uncertain, world of the startups. So it was a very big jump from me in terms of changing my role. And no, but I convinced myself that the future looks tech. Obviously, at that time, we did not have fintech or edtech or health tech. It was more of tech. But yeah, I wanted to stay in marketing, but use more technology, more tech stacks, in my profile. So yeah, so Paytm, it was a huge word of dynamism, uncertainty, a lot of new things for me. I set up the social media pages, the GAs, the AdWords, the emails, the SMS. That was my first, stint or, first introduction to content. Otherwise, we were primarily supported by our creative agencies in my previous organization. At Paytm, here I was, in a sea of new things, and I would say, one of the most enlightening experience for me was, those 2 years at Paytm. Yeah. So I literally, set up things there. And yeah, my first experience with content, if what we call content, was Paytm. So working on headlines for banners. So Paytm was the company where I actually started working on digital marketing. So we used to advertise on Media Nama, on Your Story, which were also, at the nascent stage at that time. So my founder at that time had good tie-ups and alliances with these guys, and we worked on banners for that. So yeah, so that was Paytm. So I moved to Home Show 18 after that. So Home Show 18 again, was a complete offline marketing and online marketing role for me. Did almost everything there, so ranging from TV ads to radio ads to print to your SEM, your SEO, affiliate marketing. So, as I grew in my career in terms of experience and profile, the role of content continued to, increase. And then if we see last 10 years, last one decade, marketing is synonymous with content now, right? So, so that also, made me have my own startup, which was actually a video production house and a content agency. Although marketing guy, but where I was, other than obviously being a startup, I was primarily involved in getting the business. But my main role was actually to work on content with the agencies and brands, which was primarily, their website as well as the videos they want to make. That did not last long. Couldn't scale it up the way I wanted. So moved to corporate again with RappiPay in 2.5 years. So RappiPay was a head marketing role. Again, first role for me where I actually looked at B2B marketing, after doing B2C in last 14, 15 years. So yeah, and now I am working with Queuebuster. It's a mobile POS company, a SaaS-based platform, which eliminates the need of a physical POS device. And here also, I see there's a lot of scope for content. So just summarizing it all, marketing is no more just marketing; it is content marketing. In fact, for a lot of companies nowadays, memes are the marketing tools, one of the biggest marketing tools. So for many companies nowadays, there's a lot of granularity which is happening. So social media, which started with Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. I know a lot of brands who are only doing Instagram, and in Instagram they're only doing reels. So that's content. That's the trendiest content right now, reels or shorts. So yeah, so content, just like me, content has also moved a long way in last 15, 16 years. The main challenge, or I would say the opportunity for, let's use a more positive word. So it's a constraint, a challenge as well as an opportunity, is that there's a very high frequency of content being used nowadays, right? So every day a marketer, or either directly or through his or her team or agencies, they are expected to churn out great content every day, which is not possible, right? So even when I was having my video production agency, client used to brief us that we want a viral video, right? So the first brief is we want a viral video, and it was such a high expectation that you actually cannot start with that this video will go viral. Similarly, today, every day you want meme, which can get thousands and lakhs of impressions. So let's rewind 10 years back. We were making what, a TVC every quarter, a print ad every 2 months. So you had, a quarter or 2 months or 1 month or at least a fortnight to work on content, either, with your team or with your agency. So quality of content was higher. Now the biggest challenge that we face is that quality of content is going down because every day you are generating content. And when something is, being done every day, either the quality goes or there's a monotony which, surfaces in between. So that's the main challenge that I feel. And there are solutions to that challenge also. You work with your team, you work with external agency, right? And now you have Chat GPT also. The role of AI, which can also give you some fresh ideas. But yeah, as a marketer, the main challenge I feel that what to generate daily. Every day you want topical content. So like as we all know, Amul has been doing this brilliantly from last so many decades, right? They're actually the pioneer of short content. you know uh, that's so amazing. No one, people actually talk about it, but they were actually the first one to start memes.
True.
The name meme came much later on in last 3, 5, 6 years, but they actually pioneered memes in India. And for them, that works very well. That's probably the most visible, the high frequency advertisement they do in digital as well as in economic times. Yeah. So I think, yeah, the high frequency of content that we are expected to generate is a big challenge nowadays. So directly, so I think I obviously, AI is the buzzword nowadays. In fact, it's as cliche as it may sound. I think it's the biggest current trend in marketing, or for that matter, in technology and many other departments or functions of a company. So we have been using ChatGPT. I know my content writer has been using ChatGPT. I know my graphic designer, in absence of my content writer, has been using ChatGPT to show me options of creative, right?
Hmm.
Because you can always make out that this guy cannot give me content. So where is he getting? Sir, I use ChatGPT. वहाँ से निकाला, right? So we have been using it in our company. So I think there is a direct and indirect usage of that. So for me, in last 1.5 years, we have been using it primarily for the team has been using to write content. Uh, I have used it to make my presentation, just to get ideas, get flows, because it summarizes. But you have to use it with a lot of caution also, because if you take content from, say, with due respect to Chat GPT, it takes content from anywhere. It can be copyrighted content also. So that's the caution that you need to take care when you take content from Chat GPT, and do not use it as it is. See, eventually it's a machine, so do not forget to use your own mind when you use it. Then indirectly, I believe, a lot of tools that we are using, I think they are supported by AI, and that's a more robust or a big usage. So I'm sure Pepper Content, is an AI led platform too, right? Similarly, the marketing automation tool that we use, I've used at RappiPay, was an AI led platform, where the algorithm, the recommendation of sending emails, of what timing you should send email, was AI led, right? The efficacy of a subject line of an emailer was again AI led. I think those are great uses which otherwise humans cannot do in that span of time. So it saves your time. It definitely gives more wings to your creativity. And I think, yeah, but that's about it. The tools that we use are definitely AI led, and obviously now we have video tools. You can generate pictures, as Dairy Milk also does that. With Shah Rukh Khan. Where just probably they shot him once, and with AI he can take out as many names of retailers as possible. So I think those are again, great ways to use AI. So I think so all of us are using it, whether knowingly or unknowingly. It's at an nascent stage, but I believe we'll be using AI a lot more in future, for various things. So I think an ideal content for me is something which has been written, keeping in mind your target audience. So I see a lot of contents nowadays. Again, these are my personal views, right? No offense meant to any brands or any Instagram pages. So there's a herd mentality of doing reels related to employees with Bollywood memes, with Bollywood dialogues. Like many startup, many brands are doing that. They have a social media manager, who has a camera, who knows editing, who is running around office, just making people act. I'm finding that herd mentality. So, okay, do that. It's great fun. Some of them are really hilarious. Some of the brands are doing a great job there. But also, keep in mind that what is your metrics? What is your KPI of that thing? So one is, I think let's break it into two parts. One, are you talking to the right TG? What you are talking, is it reaching out to your TG? Whether in terms of language, vernacularity, B2B or B2C, content varies there. Second is, what are the KPI? How do you measure that? So whether it is only engagement, or it is also leading to conversion. So because I see, so Instagram, I'm seeing, for a lot of brands has become a fun page for their consumers. So I don't understand how that really works for them, right? Because are people buying your product by seeing your jokes, right? Is it bringing the brand in their mind when they consider, you and your competition, when they want to avail that product or service? If that is working well, then it's fine. So, but yeah, to sum it up, I believe the content should be made keeping in mind the TG. You should have your set metrics for that. What is the objective? And third, I think brevity. For me, brevity works well. The shorter, the crisper, the to the point content it is, the better it is. And that's why Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts are so popular now, because they are so snackable. That they work very well. Okay, yeah. So see, so my content stack would actually has two parts of it. One part is the one who breathes. So by that I mean, a great team, or a great content partner. I think for a person like me, that is very important. Um, even I'm an individual contributor, so my role in that content stack is very important, right? And obviously, if I'm supported by a team or a creative agency or a content, a company, content driven company, that's the most important thing for me in that stack. Now coming back, but I'm assuming your question is more non-living being. So coming back to that, so yeah, so I think I would like to have a tool which can explain to me, who is my consumer. Because many times, we are confused about our consumers. You must have heard, a very broad statement from your clients that we cater to all India. We cater to everyone. But there's always that 20-30% audience which is giving you 80-90% of the business. So a tool that can give me clarity on the type of TG I have in terms of geography, demographic, gender, and whatever. And since it's a wish list that we are discussing. I'm the god who's creating a stack. So I think वो मुझे जितना granular करके दे सकता है, I would like to have that, understanding my TG. Second, uh, devising the right media mix for that TG, because in today's world, having the right media mix is getting difficult because there's so many media. It's no more just ATL. And how do you define ATL? 10 years back, online was not ATL. Today, online is actually ATL. It is above the line, right? Social media is ATL. So I think most of the things have become ATL now. We don't talk about it. We still, say ATL is print and TV and radio. No, online is also ATL. So what's your right media mix? Whether you want to go to TV, we still have this debate that if you want to build a brand, TV advertising is important. That's why, brands advertise during IPL on TV. But I am seeing a lot of D2C brands created on Instagram, right? And that's an amazing thing. In last 5 6 years, I see brands only advertising on Instagram, and you have an immediate association with them because you have been seeing that, on your timeline when you're browsing. In fact, many of the brands that came to Shark Tanks this year were actually, on Instagram already. They have been advertising there only. So what's the right media mix for my brand, for my product? So, and then obviously there are other, miscellaneous things like the right timing of, sending out content, the right time, the right day. When I know, because I still don't know when LinkedIn works well for me. I have been seeing brands in last 1 2 years posting on LinkedIn on weekends and getting engagement. So, are actually people accessing LinkedIn on weekends? Because when I started online 10 years back, it was very clear that social media does not work on weekends. But Instagram and LinkedIn, I have been observing brands posting on weekends. So again, either they have a lot of content with them which they want to use, or there is some change in behavior of people where, irrespective of the time or type of the day, or of the day or time, they're accessing content anytime. So yeah. So just to sum it up, TG, media mix, time. And again, creativity of content is something no tool can give you. It will only come from the insights. The more insights you generate about your consumer, your product, you will be able to generate, great content. So that is something no tool can give you. It will come from people. It will come from great understanding. It will come from your own usage of your product and your own understanding of your consumer. So these four things I think are the most important content stack for me.